Hello and welcome back to Pendor. We're actually in a battle against an Empire vassal because we obviously want to make sure that they are consistently defeated so that they have to get their armies back on track. Obviously, because this is Warband, it does tend to take not that long for them to actually get an army that is capable of defeating us. But, you know, that's neither here nor there at the moment. Anyway, I have some news. Alright, so 2 pieces of news so far. The first bit of news is that I actually found Sir Roland. Obviously, he's kind of useless at the moment because Lethal Durin has already gone off and is actually training our units as we speak. Obviously, this was me just kind of testing things out a little bit, maybe to see whether, you know, someone with 1 trainer, because he only has 1 in trainer, is, you know, how he's actually going to do. Because I had no idea how long it was going to take me to actually find these guys, or if they were even accessible. And here's the thing. Someone mentioned that I should go and speak to the scribe in Poinsbrook, because that actually provides you with the locations of companions. Now, I actually did that, but only after I had found Roland already, which is actually hilarious. I'm not entirely sure why that always happens to me, but yeah. Anyway, I did also find the location of Sir Jocelyn. Obviously, we want to get Sir Jocelyn in our party. But now, the problem is, you guessed it, he is in Empire territory. Yes, Empire territory. Really, really bad, isn't it? Yeah, so he's in Empire territory. That means that we can't go there. That means that I can't get any, I can't get him because obviously I can't go into the, you know, I can't go into the town. So that's the other bit of news. Otherwise, I have spent my QUALIS gem, or at least the 1 QUALIS gem that I had available in my inventory. I do have another one available in my stash, so we can also use that for something in particular. Obviously, I haven't really done too much in the way of preparing for the rune weapons or anything like that. That's something that I am definitely planning on doing, by the way. Don't count it out just yet. We are definitely going to be doing that, but I'm kind of in a bit of a troublesome situation right now, because what I'm actually trying to do is we're trying to build up our forces. I'm trying to make sure that we have enough renown to be able to field really, really large armies. Of course, that's what we want. We want to be able to do that. Me taking 45 damage there from an Empire armored crossbowman, I don't really mind. Doesn't really matter to me at all. Anyway, the point is, the more that we're able to do damage, the more we're able to get experience, and that's the reason why I kind of wanted to increase my stats. So that's exactly what I did. I found Phineas the Digit for the 3rd time, and this was just random, by the way. I had no idea where he was, but I did manage to find him, and I just decided, you know what, we're going to do that. We're going to go and we're going to just drink the potion, drink the elixir, as it is called, and yeah, so I just basically gained 2 strength, 2 agility, and 2 charisma, and we also gained a massive amount of weapon proficiencies and all that wonderful stuff as well. So that's great. Now, apart from that, not much has happened, obviously, apart from the fact that the Empire vassals are attempting to murder us right now, which I would very much appreciate them not doing. And of course, Anson was kind enough to actually come over here and help us. And that is exactly what we're doing now. He is actually going in there and we're helping him. And there we have it. We were able to achieve victory with very minimal casualties. Hilariously enough, Anson, of course, is taking a lot more casualties than I would like. But of course, he's an NPC. We don't, you know, it's one of those things that we've got to realize. Even if our friends take significant damage from any particular fight, we don't really need to worry about it too much, because we can kind of just think, oh yeah, he's just gonna magic it up from his pocket somewhere. You know, that's the kind of thing that the AI tends to do. Anyway, this fellow, once again, we're just gonna let him go. We're just gonna try to gain as much honor as possible. And look at this, we're getting some really, really nice headpieces right here as well. Obviously, I'm using the Old King helm at the moment, so we're probably not gonna be getting anything from that. Oh yeah, by the way, wait a minute. I think I actually did I get a quest? Oh yeah, wait a minute. Something else happened. Yeah, I'm actually really, really pleased about this. I'm not sure if we're actually going to be able to do it, which is a big issue. Obviously, I want to do this. I obviously want to do this, but there's actually something else that happened. I spoke to one of the travelers, and she said that she could put a cape on my armor if I go back to her. I think so, at least. I'm actually not entirely sure now. Oh no, I did this literally yesterday, and now I've forgotten.
I forget things sometimes. Since the war.
Oh, that's great, isn't it? Okay, well, the other thing that I wanted to tell you, actually, is that I have found the Red Brotherhood hideout. Yes, it turns out that we didn't actually have the rumor this entire time. I have not had the rumor come up from any of the travelers that I've spoken to in the entire time that I've been playing. And I've been playing for, I don't know, easily 250 days or something like that, so it's actually hilarious. No idea why that happened, even. I have no clue whatsoever. But there you go. Anyway, we now know where it is, so we're going to be doing that. And we're going to get another QUALIS gem. That's the reason why I actually spent the QUALIS gem to begin with, because I actually thought to myself, okay, if I'm going to be getting another QUALIS gem, then I don't even need to worry, you know? We don't need to worry about, you know, holding on to it like a greedy old miser, you know, trying to hold on to everything that we possibly can. No, it's a good idea to spend these things when you feel like you need them. You need a little bit of a boost. Well, you use a QUALIS gem, sir. You know, that kind of thing. Because I don't really want to be in a situation where I literally only have QUALIS gems and I'm literally hoarding them like a dragon. You know, I just have like, I don't know, 10 QUALIS gems in my inventory or in my stash. And that's something that I never want to have happen again, because some of the time I actually tend to do that quite often. I tend to have these things in my inventory, and it's just not good. You know, it's just not good. You're not actually providing yourself with any value by having these QUALIS gems in your stash. They're not providing you with anything. Sure, you know, they're there, and that's obviously great and, you know, fantastic and everything. But it doesn't really give you anything, and that's something that I think that's actually quite funny, because there's that meme. Obviously, this is like a thing that I think it's been, I don't know, it's been going around for a while, and, you know, last 10 years, maybe even longer than that. But the premise of keeping something that is a consumable until the end of the game, and then never ending up using it. And I'm mostly talking about Final Fantasy games here, or JRPGs, or just in general those kinds of RPGs where you have something like a health potion, or, you know, whatever. If you're playing Pokemon, for example, and you are literally in possession of hyper potions or whatever, I don't know, you just generally don't use them. You just generally don't use them until the very end of the game. And it just doesn't make sense. It boggles the mind, because obviously I am also guilty of this, by the way. I am very guilty of this. I'm one of those people that literally does do exactly what I've just described. You know, you literally have this amazing resource and you don't want to use it, and then the game ends and you've not used it. You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. And so I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to take a little bit of a different stance this time, and I'm going to throw a little bit more caution to the wind, because let's face it, if I can actually create myself into a much stronger character, then I'm going to have more success in the future. And then more success equals more QUALIS gems, if you see what I mean, you know? Because the more that we can win battles, the more that I can stay alive, hilariously enough, me being dead right now, but just ignore that for the moment. Anyway, the point is, the more that I can actually become a strong warrior, the more that I can field larger armies, the more that I can lead stronger troops into battle, the greater the ability for us to gain more QUALIS gems in the first place. Instead of just limping along and we've got this QUALIS gem and then another QUALIS gem, and then in the end we're going to have 10 QUALIS gems and we're just not spending them and not becoming more powerful in the process. I don't know if people out there that play Warband or play Pendor do that as well. I don't know whether you do that, but for me personally, I generally tend to do that quite often. You know, as I say, I generally tend to be someone that, you know, keeps these things, you know, until the very end, and it's just not a good idea. Really not a good idea. So anyway, as you can see, that guy is actually an upstanding personality, so we're just going to take a couple of pieces of loot here. Obviously, I have a lot of food here, and we're just going to move on. Ooh, Larian Sentinel, thank you very much, and a bunch of Jatu Lancers and all that wonderful stuff too. All right, very nice indeed. We can also take some of these guys. And yeah, what we're actually going to be doing is, oh yeah, by the way, I sent Roland off. I sent him off to go and get me some right to rule, and hopefully to bring back some wonderful, wonderful units to hopefully help us to strengthen our army. Because as it stands right now, my army is looking pretty, I mean, it's looking okay, you know, don't get me wrong, it's looking okay, but it is a little bit more on the weaker side than it used to be. So I'm kind of hoping that he's going to bring back someone or some people that are actually going to be doing some amazing things for us. So hopefully that's going to happen. Now, obviously, if it doesn't, that's absolutely fine, because he's then going to become a vassal of ours. That's kind of the reason why I wanted to get him, because basically what I'd like to do is I'd like to make Sir Roland, and I think, there's someone else. I can't remember the other Sir guy. I think it's, isn't there just 3 of them? I'm actually not entirely sure, but whatever the case, we're going to try to get Sir Roland. We're going to try to get a couple of other companions and make them into lords as well, if we can. That's very much a big if there, because I'm actually not entirely sure if we will be able to. But look, there it is. There's the treasure map location right there. And as you can see, it is really easy to come across. So if you yourself have the rumor and you purchased it, because you do actually have to purchase it for 200 dinars, actually, not 500. So yeah, 200 dinars. You don't even have to go super close. It is going to uncover it actually quite easily. So don't be too paranoid about it like I was being. You know, you don't have to worry too much about missing it, because it does have a pretty large area, you know, for you to see it. So yeah, you don't have to worry about it too much. All right, so yeah, basically what we want to do now is I'm just going to sell these things real fast, and we're then going to go into the Red Brotherhood hideout and try to get that QUALIS gem. Let me just wait here for some time before we do so that I can actually get a little bit of HP back. And as you can see, my tea and biscuit units have actually gained a new shield.
Shields up!
Alright, so here we go. Let's do this. This is actually going to be one of those really, really tough encounters, by the way, and it is highly recommended if you're someone that's actually kind of bad at combat like I am. You may want to just rush for the chest. You literally might just want to rush for it, because the enemies in here are quite dangerous. At least I see them being quite, or I remember them being quite dangerous. Maybe they're not as dangerous as I remember, I don't know. But these, I don't know, maybe I'm actually, wait a minute. Did I, wait a minute, maybe I think of them as being dangerous because they are usually people that I attack really early on. And now, as you can see, I have insane armor and I have pretty good stats, so maybe I don't actually have to worry about them too much. But I know that these crossbows actually do deal some pretty big damage, so we have to be very careful here as well, because they do continually spawn, as far as I'm aware, too. And the companions that we have might, in fact, just get themselves killed. I'm not entirely sure about that, so let's just be careful. Let's just be careful. Oh, that was a Singalian Vidona right there. We actually eliminated. Wait a minute. There's another one? There's another one. Well, that's not very good, is it? Okay. Hello there, sir. Please do not kill me. Oh, you're running now. Oh, yeah. See? This is exactly what I was talking about. This is exactly what I was talking about. Okay, I'm going to have to run for it, I think. We're probably going to get killed otherwise. Let's go for it. There we go. Let's just avoid that. You're going to die. There we go. Thank you. And let's just try and avoid getting shot by this guy. There we are. He has no idea what he's doing. Oh, this guy does, apparently. 3 damage. And we can hopefully... Come on now. Yes. Goodbye. Alright, so let's do it. There's the chest. Alright. Look at... There's so much stuff here. Look at that. That's absolutely crazy. Yeah, so there's a massive amount of gear here, and obviously the QUALIS gem, which is exactly what we wanted. That is wonderful. Alright, so now I can basically just die if I want to, I think. I don't think we need to worry too much, right? Or I can just leave? I'm actually not entirely sure. Should I bother leaving? Or should I do some damage? Maybe we should do some damage. I'm actually not entirely sure if they're going to spawn more. That guy... We should kill that guy if we can. Yes, look at that. We actually leveled up. Can you believe it? Wow, look at that. Amazing. Alright, let's kill this guy if we can. Yep, there we go. He's dead. Hello there, sir. Would you mind, you know, succumbing to your wounds? Thank you. There we go. He actually did. Very nice indeed. I actually don't even know whether it's worth me continuing the fight here. I actually don't know. I mean, I don't really want to retreat, if I'm honest. Kavera is an absolute monster, by the way, it seems. Can you actually... Oh, look at that. She's doing massive damage. We like it. Let's kill this guy if we can. Nice. And who else do we have available? There's someone right here. There we go. He's dead. Wow. It's really nice to be able to one-shot these guys now. Can you imagine if I actually had one of those rune bows? Yeah, we'd be doing so much damage here. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Apparently attempting to do some damage to me. Not a big fan of that. Thank you very much. Okay, it's just me and Kavera, basically, now. Me and Kavera against the remaining forces of the Red Brotherhood. Not entirely sure why they have these outlaw knights. Oh, she's dead now. Oh, well, that's great, isn't it? That's really bad. Okay, thankfully these guys don't actually have very fast swinging weapons. That's the only thing that I can kind of take away from this and be pretty happy about. It seems like they have 40... I think they have 40 enemies here. Maybe more than that. This guy's going to attempt to shoot at me, isn't he? No, he's not getting his bow out. I'm actually quite surprised about that. Ow. Okay, that was really bad timing on my part as well. Am I being shot from over there again? No, but there are 2 enemies remaining. And they both have crossbows. One is right in front of me right here. I can't actually see him for some reason. There's the other fellow. Let's get him. He has a lance! What are you doing with a lance, sir? Oh, you're going to absolutely get murdered. There we go. That is exactly what we want. Okay, let's try and avoid this fellow. He's going to try and shoot me once again. I'm just going to try and sidestep it and then shoot him. Boom. Take him down. Did we win? Yes, we did. That was wonderful. I really did not want to retreat that. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, the thieves guarding the treasure were beaten. Find the treasure chest. I didn't even need to do that.
Mission accomplished.
And there you go. Fantastic. Wonderful. Did we get anything else? Did we get some food or something like that? No, we didn't get anything like that. All right, that's absolutely fine. All right, so we get a huge amount of various loot. So that means we can get a lot of baggage trains if we want to do that. And we also obviously got the QUALIS gem, which is exactly what we wanted to do. And I am very pleased. Now the question is, what are we going to do with the 2 QUALIS gems that we have? Because I know we have 2 QUALIS gems still remaining. So what are we going to do with them? That's the question. See, we got one here and we got one in my inventory. So yeah, that's the thing. What do we do? Oh, what? Really? It doesn't... Oh, okay, yeah, the storage is a bit weird. Anyway, yeah, so we're just going to place these in here. The baggage train, I already have like a pretty decent... I'm going to keep 2 various loot just in case. I'm going to put the gold bars in here, and I think that's basically going to be all I can really take. Put a horse in there, because I already have 6. And there we have it. Okay, yeah, so now the question is, what do we do with these 2 QUALIS gems? Well, that's the thing. I'm thinking to myself right now, we've got a knighthood order. I don't need a QUALIS gem to create anything more with that. The only other thing that I could potentially use a QUALIS gem for are rune weapons. What else can I use it for? I'm trying to think right now. What else can I use it for? Potions? Can definitely use it for potions. I mean, that could be kind of useful. I mean, you can see here, technically what I could do is I could once again spec into intelligence, and then I could get my prisoner management to 7, and then I could get my riding skill to 8 if I wanted to do that. I could get my weapon master to 8 as well if I wanted to do that too. But I'm not entirely sure if that's actually worth it. Is it? Because I'm thinking to myself, well, what is worth it? I'm thinking maybe strength is worth it at this point, because what I can actually do is we could go for 8 in power drawer, And I'm thinking that that might actually make more sense. So let's actually go ahead and do that. So power draw 8. There we go. And then we're going to be doing massive damage. Oh yes. That is what we like to see. And then I think what we'll do is we'll look for... What we want to do is we actually want to try to increase our relation. Okay. Does the Guildmaster actually have a quest for us? Jatu Army. Really? Sure. I'll try it. I highly doubt I'm going to be able to do this. That's going to be 60 days, actually. 60 days. That might not even be that bad. But the main reason why I want to do this is because I want to get relation with the... Oh yeah, wait a minute. There's actually something that we need to do here first. Need to go in here. I should actually get these guys as well. But yeah, what we want to do is we want to just do this. There we go. Can I do that again? No, I have to wait. That's kind of annoying, isn't it? Oh well, yeah. So basically what we want to do is we want to get 15... that's actually a pretty good weapon, but not as good as what I have, so I'm just going to sell that. We want to get 15 relation with a town. That is the main goal now. Because if we can get 15 relation, I'm going to be able to go to the Guildmaster and buy some diamond pouches. And I can buy that to more adequately kind of just like put my... you know, it's basically just a way for people that have a huge amount of money to put their resources in something that can't really be stolen too easily. Because you can put these... You know, you could put these gems into your stash, and then you're going to have a wonderful time. Anyway, unfortunately, we are now in this situation. This Jatu army, for example, this is not actually the one, as far as I'm aware, that has been seen near to Laria, because it's not highlighted, but maybe it's just not highlighted, I don't know. But I guess we'll see. Anyway, there is actually something that we should probably do, which is a tournament really close by. Titus Legatus is actually doing battle against some Noldor. Noldor, go. Go and help. Yes, I will help you. I will help you if you go in here. Come on. Go. Get him. Yes, there we go. Okay, fantastic. That's actually wonderful. Okay, so 199 against 183. Obviously, we're going to take any opportunity we can to get some renown here. And hopefully I'm going to be able to get some additional levels as well, because it's actually starting to get really difficult to level now. So I'm very much hoping that we'll be able to continue to at least get a semblance of experience, just a little bit of, you know, decent leveling speed. And in this particular series, I haven't actually done anything with the experience gain at all, by the way. I don't think it is increased or anything like that, so that's obviously making a big difference. Because usually, you know, I'm going to increase the experience that I gain and everyone else gains just because I want to make it a little bit faster. That's it. You know, it just makes it faster for everyone involved. Because here's the thing, it also increases it for the opponent too. And they're able to level up their troops just that much faster. Although, hilariously enough, the AI, as I've already said, is just incredible at fielding armies. They literally just field armies out of nowhere. They're really good at that. Anyway, I'm just going to tell my forces to charge in here. Going to try and take these guys out. Not entirely sure what's going on with the Empire Cavalry having crossbows, but apparently they do. And I'm just going to run through these guys right now. Hopefully we're going to be able to do some good damage here, at least before we die. I'm going to assume I'm going to die every single time, by the way. That's usually what happens to me. But it seems like we're not doing too badly so far, and I'm actually killing a huge amount of people, which is great. Good experience from that. And I think that's actually it, hilariously enough. It seems like the hyper-aggressive stance that we've been taking in the most recent fights, with the exception of obviously the previous episode, we couldn't really take it. We couldn't really be on offense, you know, attacking them in that situation, you know, going on offense is really not going to work out too well there. At least, I don't think so. I think the only thing that you could probably do is just play hyper defensive, get all your troops, you know, all your cavalry at least, to go in front and then just dismount. You know, there's been a couple of comments about that, and that is a strategy that I actually used to use a long time ago against cavalry-centric armies. It's probably something that I should have used in the previous episode as well. But I'm not sure. Did I have a lot of cavalry? I think I did, didn't I? Yeah, because I had like a bunch of Dashar under my command. So what I technically should have done was tell the cavalry to go in front, dismount, and then just have their horses be a wall for us, basically. And that would have been really, really effective. But obviously I decided not to do that because I didn't think of it at the time. Yeah, you know, it just goes to show, you know, you forget things over the years, don't you? Anyway, I'm just going to take all of this. Thank you very much. And then we'll move on. And I'm actually thinking right now that probably Roland's probably going to come back relatively soon, or at least I think so. Ooh, look at that. Whitestag Castle is literally making me so much cash right here. And also, I don't have a mercenary company right now, so that's the reason why I'm actually gaining cash instead of losing it for once, which is quite nice. So, yeah, the only other thing that we could potentially do with QUALIS Gem is to recruit some Noldor. That's pretty much it. So, I'm actually wondering, do we want to do that? Do we want to recruit any Noldor? I mean, I guess those are the three options that we have right now. If you think of anything else that I could do with the QUALIS Gem, then by all means let me know. But the three things that we can do are get a rune weapon, upgrade it, and get more potions. So get another elixir to make our character stronger, and get Noldor troops. And I think that's it. So we could potentially do that. There is actually something else that I want to do as well, where I would like to join another knighthood order. Joining another knighthood order would be really, really useful because I'm not actually going to be joining my own, at least for the moment. I might join it later. But for now, I don't think I really need to do that. And it actually would be really useful for us to be the Grand Master of another one, because if we're the Grand Master of another one, we actually do have an ability to basically have a stronghold, and the stronghold is actually a really, really nice way of doing things. And I'm actually wondering what I should do right here. We want do we want foot knights? No, we want Pendor knights, right? Wait a minute. Alright, so here we go. We're gonna try and win the Noldor tournament. Obviously, this is Noldor, so they're really, really tough to kill. Thankfully, I was able to get my first kill there really, really simply, and hopefully we'll be able to do something similar here. No, don't do any damage to me, sir. Thank you. Okay, let's try and kill this one if we can. I'm basically just trying to play as defensively as possible right here, just trying to help my forces to win. Or, if I can, I'll try to get a kill. Yeah, I can't... Of course I can't get a kill. Anyway, we'll see if we can maybe get one here. Or not, as the case may be. Seems like we're just going to win through sheer through sheer elimination. That was nice. And then we can move on. Here we go. Okay. Gonna need to do something drastic here. Nice. Look at that. It's 106 damage. That's exactly what we want. I'm actually unsure what my teammate is actually doing. What? Are you... Oh, well, yeah, okay, fine. He was beaten by a Twilight Knight. Okay, I guess that kind of makes sense. Okay, here we go. A two-handed. Wow, sir. You have gotten the short end of the stick, haven't you? Yes, he certainly has. Look at that. That fellow had no idea what was about to befall him. Okay, yeah, this is going to be a bit problematic, isn't it? Maybe. Maybe we'll be okay. Maybe we'll be fine. Yeah. He was only an Noldor warrior, so you can kind of tell why that would be not so bad. And, oh, this guy's a... Okay, never mind. This guy's an archer. Wow. Okay, we did it. Look at that. Just goes to show getting some power draw and getting some proficiencies, it makes such a huge difference. I mean, I'm not even beating these guys in terms of proficiencies yet. But enough QUALIS gems, and we'll be there, you know, just another 200 QUALIS gems, no worries. I'm obviously exaggerating, but, you know, you can actually make it there if you have enough, and if you're skilled enough to be able to get that. Oh, I got one!
I'm so lucky. You are.
Are you serious? The first time? Okay. Wow, that's really crazy. Okay, that is really, really cool. Although, to be fair, okay, now, to be fair, the last 2 tournaments that I've done, I literally just gained one of the gold leaf warhorses, and that was just terrible. They were just really, they're just not very good. So I'm actually very pleased that we were able to get something there. So we now have 3 QUALIS gems. So I think the next step is, as maybe I suggested beforehand, to unlock the mines of Al-Aziz, and maybe to go from there and see what happens. Maybe we can get a nice rune weapon. And I'm actually going to be recruiting some additional mercenaries, I think, and maybe making myself into a marshal, and then going hunting for the Jatu army that I need to eliminate, because that is something that we're going to need to do. We are certainly going to need to do that. I should probably go over to my stash first to put this in there, just to make sure that I don't lose it, shouldn't I? Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.